Hi, lovely viewers. Today, I want to share with you one of the worst experiences I have had as a child growing up with a disability. And it happened when I was in secondary school. It was the first time I left my parent to go and live on my own. And so I was still learning how to be an expert on my disability. And life wasn't that easy from the beginning. Um, in secondary school, we read or do a lot of subjects so much from the first year till the third year. And so one of those subjects we were to do before we major on our area of specification or focus was agricultural studies. And one of the requirements of an Agric student then was once a while to go out of the classroom and weed, or sometimes to go on the farm and work. And as a child or a teen with disability, this was something that was in fact difficult for me. Notwithstanding, the head teacher, the class teacher, the subject master never understood me. He despised me and he passed a lot of comments, discriminatory comments, denigrating comments, about me all the time. Anytime it was time for us to go out and weed, and I found it very difficult. I just could not understand why he never wanted to understand me, that I could not be able to do that. And so all the time, anytime it was time for us to have a Greek lesson, I got sad all the time. I never liked Agric. I hated Agric just for the fact that I could not go out with the other students on the farm to weed or to work on the farm, and the class teacher always refused to understand that. I do not know why. Maybe he was doing that due to reasons. I wish I could meet him now and ask him the actual reason why he was behaving that way. But he might have forgotten about it. But once I am the one that have the scar, I think I will never forget about that. Sometimes he even, was attempted to fail me just because I could not go and participate on the farm, which was supposed to be the practical, until one day this subject master could not bear it any longer and publicly came out to pass a very bad statement about my disability. In fact, he mocked me with my disability. I cried. I felt sad. I was shy then, because that time disability was nothing to talk about. People's perception, the myth, the misconception about disability then. If you are a person with disability at that time, it means either your parents did something bad and the curse came upon you, or you yourself, you are a bad person. Either you are a witch or you are a bad person. Some people still, keep to that myth in this 21st century. And so I felt really sad when this head teacher mocked me with my disability. He insulted me with my disability. He used the word Apache, that Agric do not belong to such students. why then am I doing it? But it was a compulsory subject. I was supposed to do it. I didn't choose it. But he asked me, if you know you have a disability, why did you choose? Why are you doing Agric? Every Agric student have to go on the farm. All the Agric students, have to go on the farm and weed. If you know you cannot do that, why are you here? You don't belong to this class as a person with disability. So much bad attitude, the denigrating attitude he put up towards me. I was hurt. I cried. It took me about a week, I did not attend his class for about a week or 2 weeks. I felt so sad. I felt ashamed. Many people will not remember what I'm talking about now. But as the person, carrying the scar on my body, that time I still remember it so many years after school. And so when it was time for us to choose our major subject, Agric was something that I never thought of. Yes, because at the time I never liked the sciences. You either choose biology, general science, or Agric. And biology and general science was a very difficult subject for me. And so I was hoping to choose Agric. But because of that bad attitude of the subject teacher towards me, I could not choose Agric either. I had to go for biology. And eventually I couldn't make any good grades in biology. As I said earlier on, it was a subject that was difficult for me. Even though I did not fail, but comparatively, the grade was not as good as the other subjects. And so if you are my advice, I think right now people have been schooled on issues of disability. Some are trying hard to change those perceptions and myths. A lot has been done to dispel the myth, the stigma, and misconceptions about persons with disability. Notwithstanding, my advice to people who are taking care of persons with disability, children with disabilities, you have to mind your statement, your attitude towards these people. For it leaves a memory, very bad memory in their minds. This is something that I will never forget if I'm asked about the bad experiences I have had growing up or as a teen with disability. In fact, I was not going to leave this issue of the Agric teacher in secondary school. Let's love children with disability. Let's love persons with disability. Disability itself is a kind of something that leave us in depression. I needed to do a lot of work on myself to be able to come out like what you are seeing now. And so if you put up bad attitude towards us, you worsen our situation. If you are watching me today, why don't you encourage somebody with a disability today? Why don't you put a smile on somebody's face, a person with disabilities face today? If today is your first time watching my video, please click the like button and share the video. Kindly also go and follow the Challenge Foundation page. These are some of the stories that we share with you to dispel the misconceptions, stigma-related issues, about persons with disabilities. My name is Lady Nika, darling on social media. In real life, I'm Veronica. I am a person with disability, and I am the brand behind the Challenge Foundation. Thanks for watching. Please share the video. Ciao.